to play a little faster. I think they did play fast with their
Yeah.
movements. I think the Midases,
You
I
think?
can understand why they wanted them and everything, but I think it really does set you back. You're not able
Sure.
to fight versus this lineup that ends up just closing your map off. They took out the 3
Yeah.
towers on Secret, and then Secret had, what, after like the 15-minute mark, they had full map control the whole game. And I feel like that's really because they punished the Midases.
Yeah, maybe that's sort of the one flaw in the draft, you could say, of TNC. The fact that they do pick this Ogre and Sniper, which I do believe they are two heroes that I kind of feel like you do like Midas is core on these heroes, right? One's got a
Yes.
cooldown reduction talent, one has got the multicast. So
I
when
think
you're
it's
picking
like-
them together, maybe as you say that's when you're gonna sort of step into difficult territory.
Mine gets into like your. That's why I think there's another reason also that we haven't seen the Lich and the Grimstroke. You can't just execute it 100% of the time. It's tough to
I
just
think we
land the
saw
double
it
spells.
once.
I think once, right? I think we did see
maybe-
the Chain
maybe
Frost double
twice,
once,
but-
maybe twice. But yeah,
it was impressive. It didn't look impressive.
it's a tough
Didn't
combo
happen.
to always have happen perfectly. And then also I feel like Void plus Sniper, they take some time, right? I know we've seen a little bit more rise of these heroes, but you have to get your farm up on these heroes for you to actually pack this punch. Sniper can, but if the both of them are there and they both start getting behind and you go for these Midases, you're going to start getting taken over, especially versus pretty much the best team in the world right now. They've been showing and playing super aggressive.
Well, that's the thing. You have pretty much like 4 heroes in Secret out farming you, and none of them had a Midas. I mean, the Spectre didn't even have a Radiance. They were still just able to do it through play and controlling the map Secret, as they got infinitely far ahead of TNC. TNC, they're going to stick to the same opening this game. They want to go with the Ogre once more. Would be surprised if they do end up drafting the Sniper again. I think we are going to see something different. Again, as you were saying, just having 2 heroes that want to build Midas together can cause issues, especially against a difficult team like Secret that will be able to punish that sort of play.
Yeah, curious to see what Secret's going to do. Because, yeah, right, the last opener, Invoker,
Yeah.
as well as that Tiny.
And what is the win rate for support Invoker? I feel is it still without a loss?
You might be, yeah.
It's-
Jarex won,
it's
Yapsor won,
Newbie.
Yapsor won, and Newbie won. So
Yeah.
that's the 4 that I've seen.
I'm pretty
has
sure
won.
it's just one every game.
Yep. So they're going to switch it up this time. They're going to be going for the Shadow Demon, who I believe was
It was.
banned.
They banned it out themselves. They banned Shadow Demon and Mirana because Alk was banned by TNC in game 1.
Yes, okay. So they got themselves the Shadow Demon this time around. So what combos do they want to run with it? So Shadow Demon always going to be really nice versus Ogre for the obvious reasons. Soul Catcher super good versus the tanky heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
And what's it going to be?
TNC
Flexible hero, right? No, not flexible. Okay. So they're actually just straight up picking a combo that we've seen ran quite a bit here, as the Shadow Demon Centaur has very high kill threat, and the Lifesteal gets picked up in the first 2.
I mean, it needs to. Otherwise, Secret would have banned it in the second
Yes.
phase. They did last time, and they probably would do again, especially showing the Centaur this early. So TNC, snap pick there.
Yep.
In reaction to the Centaur. Obviously, Secret, they do have the Shadow Demon, and we have seen... Well, to be fair, we've seen that not really put teams off picking the Lifestealer. We've seen Lifestealer being picked so many times because it has so many benefits elsewhere, especially when such a hero as Centaur is picked up and revealed this early.
I still feel like it still can be super scary when you pick this Lifestealer in Testy.
You think-
just
yeah.
you get demonic purged inside of a team fight. Your
Well,
entire
to the
like
point
you
where...
pop rage, you get purged. It's your entire rage duration that you're slowed.
I
And
mean-
you can't really move. So it's pretty scary. I feel like you need a method of delivery for the Lifestealer.
Because like, if you were drafting, would you see that SD Centaur opening, and would you even consider Lifestealer, or for you would you say it is that worrisome in your mind that you would not play Lifestealer?
Well, Owen, I'm a noob.
Sure.
So.
But you wouldn't
Well,
you would
it's-
not want to pick it.
It's about the lane, right? It's about the Centaur. It's that he can actually do well versus
But
the
you,
Centaur
as you
lane.
say, you got to
So
think of the whole game.
You got to think of the whole thing. So,
so
it can be a
you
bit
wouldn't
scary.
like it.
Not 100%. It's okay, but it's always a worry versus Shadow Demon. It's always going to be a big worry because it's like Bloodlust as well. Bloodlust is Lifestealer. It's always getting constantly dispelled off during the Demonic Purge.
I mean,
well,
and what do you think Puppy's opinion is of it? Because in
I'm sure he's fine with this.
reality, would Puppy have banned the Lifestealer? Did they really need to pick it that early, or do you think Puppy probably doesn't mind the Lifestealer because he has the Shadow Demon and he probably thinks that, well, I've got a Shadow Demon, they can pick Lifestealer. There's other bans that we'd rather ban.
I think TNC moved it up the list because it got banned in the 4th-5 last time.
Sure.
Right? So they were just like, all right, we have to actually get it here. Otherwise, Team Secret will just ban it out because they don't want us to play this Lifestealer Jug that we like to play quite a lot. And they're banning out now the counters to the Lifestealer in particular. The 2 big ones, of course. The Morphling versus Lifestealer is just that matchup is no fun for Lifestealer because you're just a raged Morphling that loves to play versus that hero anyway. And Slark versus both of them, very good versus Ogre as well as Lifestealer. So Secret actually banned out the Rubik themselves. So because they have like the Centaur, I feel like Rubik versus Centaur can be pretty nice because stealing Stampede can be pretty easy.
Yep.
And then it counteracts it really nice for your Lifestealer, who if you were Demonic Purged, it could be pretty scary, but if you do get Stampede, it completely changes that. And they do ban the method of delivery. I think that's the one thing I would always like to see. If you're playing Lifestealer versus Shadow Demon, you need to have something that gets you into the front lines. That Storm ban, definitely looking like the right thing. So this Lina pick, I feel like it's a flex, right? That's Yapsor or mid one.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I want to see for TNC? Something that used to be really hot on the old puck.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Armor can play it, Cuckoo can play it. It's the vessel you need, and it's the way to counter the Stampede.
Yep, totally agree. I think the puck is
Get on
the
top
ideal.
of the Lina, get on top of the SD. Puck would be beautiful for TNC. But I've not been able to catch any of the other games, so I don't know if they've been playing it here.
I don't
not a
think
lot
we've
of
seen
teams
many.
have really. It's not necessarily a hero that. What else against the Stampede? What are you thinking of? The sort of good AOE control.
I mean, Mars is one of the big ones that people
yeah,
used
but it's
to do.
going to mean that Ogre's going to have to shift somewhere else, which I don't know if TNC are necessarily too comfortable with.
We've
I
seen
feel
some
like most of the time
fives.
they probably want it on Cuckoo.
Yeah, we have seen some fives though.
But you're right, anything with that sort of control and grab
Yeah.
against the Stampede is always lovely to have. Mars.
He's a blink builder as well, so he can
Puck.
act as a delivery system for the Lifestealer, the Mars. But
Mhm.
Puck is the one that like stands out as the
Yeah.
the old school ones, right? Lifestealer with Puck, Lifestealer with Storm. Those are the ones we used to see quite a lot. And like you said, good
Or-
versus
Or even the
Centaur.
Silencer, right? Silencer's going to put a lot of stop to these saves, stop the disruptions, stop the Stampede if you can get the timing right. Support Silencer. We saw a lot of teams picking that before.
Not a big fan of it.
Or just too squishy.
Too
You
squishy.
feel that
Playmaking
you're
is
more
so
likely
hard.
to get run over than
Yeah.
actually get the global off before Stampede's used.
For me, I feel
hard
like
to read.
Silencer is one of those picks where it's like versus Enigma.
Okay.
I feel like, or if you have a
That's-
Bat Rider and you use like the Lasso combo with the Silence, I feel like besides that, Silencer's a pretty tough hero to execute.
I mean, talking about Enigma, BKB Enigma this game's not got much worries.
Team secrets turn to
Let's have a look. Oh, a Magnus. I like it. I
Okay.
like it.
So that buff up there for the Lifestealer, they've got double buffs, the
Help-
Bloodlust,
Yeah,
and
help him cut through the SD illusions.
however,
With the cleave.
SD Demonic Purge does dispel both,
Oh.
so that
Oh,
is
no.
it's a pretty
Oh,
good
no.
one.
Don't tell them.
Very good versus the Lifestealer. Even if he pops the Rage, Demonic Purge will be able to dispel both of those constantly. For the duration of it, of course. What a secret one to reveal here. So here I think they can pick another like mid/4 position. Okay,
Oh,
just
a
kidding.
Venge.
So
That's
Venge.
another bit of a new hero. We don't really get to see a lot of Venge, do we?
Could that be a Nisha Venge?
Nisha used to play it a lot.
He used
back
to
on
play it, right?
back on Kingwin,
Right?
they used to run Nisha on the Venge in the safe lane, yeah.
It's a
Nisha
little-
used to do that.
It's a little unlikely, but the matchup for versus Lifestealer isn't really that bad. You have really high armor, you give really high right clicks. It's just like Lifestealer, once he gets his Basher and stuff online, he really does become a problem. So, not sure if it's actually going to be that. It's probably Puppy Venge and then what, Yaps or SD, but I guess it's
And
still
what, mid Lina?
flexible. It's
Yeah,
still
it is.
flexible.
It's again one of those drafts from Secret where we're 4 heroes in, and there is that option.
And now this is a way to like break things, right? This Vengeful Spirit, they can change the way that the fights start. So if they see somebody, they can just swap stun people. A lot of the times we've seen Secret execute that before in the past. Or even just a save. Let's say if the Magnus does RP, the carry hero that they choose to go for, if this is the Vengeful support, which it might be, it's a save. They have double saves now. Shadow Demon plus Venge, 2 different ways to protect whichever core, if it is another core that gets picked too. And TNC, they're really running their clock. They're probably feeling the same
Still, yeah.
about like which hero is going where, as which one's it gonna be.
Okay, showing the TA, so by doing that, they're saying, all right, the Lina's going mid.
Yeah.
Right? Which it still might not be the case.
And I don't know how the matchup is anymore. In the past, TA versus Lina, we've seen some Linas win when the TA had the refraction that worked super well. Now the refraction is a little bit different. I feel like we could see a little bit of a shift, at least in the matchup. But TA still can, or
10 seconds
maybe will win.
remaining.
Depends. I mean, it depends. Like I said, I've seen it go both ways depending on players.
5 seconds remaining.
This makes them mostly physical damage now on TNC, as
Yeah.
they have their Bloodlusted double heroes here. So we're probably going to see a lot of armor items getting picked up for Team Secret, probably a Crimson Guard Rush on the Centaur as well. But yeah, not a lot of magic damage for TNC. They're going to need someone that wraps it up together to have that as well. They have side blades at least for that, like pure damage, but yeah. The magic is quite low. A Secret? Taking their time on this last ban.
I mean, what you're expecting with the way that the draft looks for it to be a support hero, right?
Right? That's
But
that's
then
how I'm
if,
feeling, but
if,
also
as
it's
you
like,
say,
yeah.
if Ogre's stepping into a support role, they're saving their offlaner to last, like that would feel more. I don't know. It feels just a bit weird, right, to sort of have your 5th pick be a support.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm on the same boat there. I'm
You'd
like,
rather have Because, you know,
But then if
I
you
mean,
have Ogre
but there's
Magnus
Ogre
as support, like
Magnus.
how do you make plays?
Yeah, sure.
Like it seems really.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we've seen the people do like the skewer
then-
plays and all, but
But then why are you picking your TA now? Maybe they were just worried of it getting banned because they don't have last pick overall, so they were just worried the TA would get banned.
Yeah.
Because
it
there's
does
a leader
get
in the game.
it does get last banned
Leaders
a
in the
lot.
game, it would probably have been banned. How about the CM?
They're expecting a support.
And TNC, I mean, what are they expecting? We would imagine it as well. Well, it depends if this is a core Venge.
I'd imagine it's Nisha's, but yeah, like we said,
Yeah.
it could be the core Venge. Even though I like the Venge, they having the double saves is can be pretty nice. But all right, let's see which one's it's gonna be.
Now, tell me, does Yapsor
10 seconds
play a support
remaining.
puck? He does, doesn't he? He's done it
5
before, right?
seconds remaining.
Yeah, but then they'd have weird. But why?
Puck and Venge?
Just for the combo that one.
It's a
they've done it
pretty
in the
good
past.
combo, bro.
They've done it in the past, and I have seen. I saw Kuroki play 5-position puck here at this tournament.
Okay.
They're expecting the carry.
Yeah, they're expecting the Venge to be support.
I think that's the more than likely one.
TNC final pick. Will it be expected to support, or are we going to see the Ogre step down and then maybe get something else for Cuckoo? Let's have a look. Actually, I just want to see a puck from either of these teams. I just
You really want the
I wanna
puck?
see the
I mean, it does look like it can fit.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be Cuckoo playing the Ogre again. But
We're
they've
gonna
done it in
find out.
both.
It's the bat. Okay.
So this will be the
That's the delivery. That's the other delivery they have for the Lifestealer
okay.
there.
So they are going to step the Ogre down. You imagine Cuckoo's going to be playing. This isn't a support bat. This is a Cuckoo bat. Or is it a support bat?
I think you'd want it as Cuckoo. You
You
want to
want-
give it
because
farm priority.
As you say, you do want to get at least one of your cores able to get the lifesteal
And they
around
picked the
early.
bat into the Venge. Venge swap versus
What?
Bat Rider.
Oh no!
And they have a Shadow Demon
Oh
save.
no! Yeah,
Hmm.
I was impressed with TNC's lineup in game one, but this one has. I think there's got a few question marks going the way of TNC on this. Let's have a look.
It's the Sniper. So now it's going to be a Venge carry.
Venge carry.
Lena support. Wait.
Yep.
Yeah, Lena,
Lena
Yapsor.
SD
Yeah.
support.
Yep.
Sai Centaur. And yeah, mid one on the Sniper in the middle lane. And yeah, indeed, Tim's taking the Ogre. So it will be Cuckoo Bat. And actually, mid one's going to play the Venge. Nisha's going to play the Sniper. We'll see if they do take it to the side lane Sniper, or if they are going to just do a role swap this game. But yeah, there's some mid one Venge. Mid one adding some more heroes to the hero list that he's bringing out this group stage. And today, mid one Jakiro, and now a mid one Vengeful Spirit.
Thompson was the one who was doing that last year, right? The mid-bench, and he would just go for. He actually wasn't like skilling stun. I don't know if we'll see it this one, but he went to like the 0-4-4 build or like 1-3-4 build or something like that. And he was just stacking up on stats, and he was actually doing better in some. I thought he was gonna do worse in some of the matchups than he did, but he actually did pretty decent. But I think we'll still see that Sniper is okay. This is
But I mean,
Interesting.
because what kind of lanes is he going to find? Because I feel like Sniper in a side lane isn't going to have a good time if there's a bat against him, right?
yeah. I would imagine so. I would
If
imagine
that
they want
that
to have
bat
like
can get on top of them pretty easy early on.
maybe mid one's just like I don't want to play Sniper. You play Sniper.
But at the same time, what you feel Venge has a better time against a TA in the mid?
No, I
against
feel like
no,
this.
Sniper,
I feel like
Sni-
this. I feel like
Sniper
this.
would
No,
have
it's
a better
gonna.
time.
I think Sniper mid, and you do the
You think
tri
Ne-
lane. This tri lane from Secret's so strong. Venge, Lena,
Alright.
SD, they get free kills all day.
So
Anybody
Niche
steps
is
up.
still going to be. We have seen this in the past, right? Like,
Yeah.
what other heroes did Nisha do this with? When they get Medusa, right?
Medusa is the other one.
Medusa's the other one. Nisha's, if they get Medusa, they'll put Nisha on the Medusa in the mid lane, and mid one, as you say, we'll go play some aggressive tri lane with the rest of the boys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'd imagine at least. I don't think that they'd switch it. Like, why would you go so far outside the box? But it's Secret we're talking about here, so.
And of course, you know, having the Sniper this game,
Yeah.
they've got a lot of saves. They have both the Disruption and the Stampede. So it's multiple ways of keeping the little man safe.
So many saves. Yeah, so many saves. So
which
many
is going to
saves.
be very annoying for I feel like all of TNC's cores are going to have trouble making plays.
That's
You're
how I
gonna-
feel as
You're going to
well,
have a TA jumping
a
on a
little
target, a Lifestealer trying to jump on a target, but as I say, Disruption, Stampede. You're going to have Cuckoo trying to lasso someone. They're going to get Venge swapped. This does not look like an easy draft for TNC to pull off. This feels like Secret have really got the upper hand on this one in Game 2. But we'll see. Maybe TNC's got an idea that we don't necessarily see from this lineup, but it really does seem like this draft's going to run into a lot of problems.
Yeah, I do feel so as well. It feels really solid by Secret. Even though it looks a little bit unorthodox, they have a crazy amount of damage, crazy amount of saves as well, like you've been mentioning. And Yeah, it feels like TNC's it's greedy. They've got an Ogre support, they've got the Magnus support as well. We see them all setting up in the mid lane as expected. They're playing versus Centaur. You're expecting this guy to walk mid to get his Retaliate stacks. They're already prepped with that skewer skilled up and everything. Zai has not shown himself just yet.
Here we go. Game 2 of Secret against TNC. TNC definitely bringing in something entirely different from game 1. But is it better? We'll have to wait and find out.
30 seconds to battle.
As the drafts go, there's a lot of things that look to be left unanswered, and Secret, their heroes seem to have all the answers.
Yeah, definitely concerned though. Like the Bat Rider into the Vengeful Spirit to the swap. Yeah, there's just so many different forms of save. And this tri-lane, this is scary. ST, Centaur, Lina, lots of kill threat coming out. Well, like I said, the playmaking for TNC just feels much more difficult. It's like they have to land a skewer to make a play. That's really how it feels like for me. It's Tims versus mid one. They will be at least to do a 2-for-2.
No, 3-for-1.
3-for-1, sorry. As AU, he's got to position himself for the skewer.
Hey!
And now, though, he's under some pressure here.
Oh.
Is he going to TP immediately after the stun? Zai's coming over too, though. Is he going to skill stun for this? He is.
He is. All right, he says, screw the lane, I want first blood.
Yep, I think that's absolutely worth it. Why not? You get first blood onto Yapsor, and he can pick up what? He picks up his Bassi as well as a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, that's classy Yaps, all right. I mean, Zai's like, come on, dude, I had to kill Stomp for that. Why didn't you let me take the kill?
So, yeah, you know, he does a cute little play where he skewers Puppey up on the thing, but Puppey just TP's top, and that's actually just super worth it as, oh no, Tims, he went to try to secure range creep top, and he missed it with the stun and gets the 9. Oh, feels bad.
Let's see how Nisha's mid skills are. As he's into the mid lane. And against RMLTA, not an easy opponent, but there's definitely going to be, well, as you say, you're going to have the shrapnel to deal with the refraction. Come out. He's going to be ready to play aggressive, and if he can hit those side blades, he can certainly trade the damage back pretty nicely.
I feel like Gabby's going to have a really hard time bottom. He's gone for Orb Venom build so he can stick on top of the Centaur a lot and give all those extra right clicks, but the way that they started out, look at this, he's already getting pressured so much from these two because there's a Bassi on this Lina. Lina's hitting for 67 damage every time he gets a right click onto this left, and there's no protection. Good top.
Yeah, they've got a good attempt on Puppey. 6 sticky napalm stacks. He's got the stick charge though. That will be enough to allow him to back off, let those sticky stacks get removed. Mid lane, how's their CS looking? 5-for-1, 6-for-1. Very even between the two. Both of them salving up. Nisha again just covering the area with shrapnel, making it that little bit harder for Armo to get in and rely on keeping the refraction stacks up. As they get removed pretty immediately by those shrapnel ticks.
Gabby can't farm at all. He can't get a single last hit bottom. He has 2. Zai's just giving him the right click. Yapsor also giving the right click. There's nothing a Magnus can do to protect this Lifestealer down here, so this lane is really problematic for TNC. Top, they're putting a little bit of pressure on, but now he's getting turned on. Cuckoo might actually just go down here. There's another stun from mid one in a second, and yeah, he's just dead. These lanes are going really poorly right now, except for that mid lane for TNC, which at least they have that going for them, but
well, I mean,
he might actually also go down too. Oh my god, there's another shrapnel. He commits it, and he gets the kill. All 3 lanes.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Drafting issues, laning issues. This is not how TNC wanted to start this game.
This is a tough one here already off that first one. Puppey being chased down. Tims won't even be able to close the gap here. They're turning to look for setting up here as well. They won't actually be able to turn onto Tims. Yapsor and Zai continuing the pressure onto Gabby. Also bottom, dropping him low. And he has no regen. How much do they have? They have a salve left on AU, but this is looking already pretty brutal in these first 3 minutes. I think Armel's going to have to be the X factor here, as these 2 side lanes already look so devastating for TNC.
And he is that hero that can be. You know, he's still trading farm very well with Nisha, and he will obviously have that opportunity to head into the jungles, get those neutral camps, ancient camps, and still hit his item timings, even if he does get heavily bullied out by Nisha's sniper. But after he's done that, he is going to have to make a lot happen across the map.
Bottom lane, we continue to see Gabby. He's getting a couple last hits here now under the tower. Yapsor can he just chase around AU? AU, maybe he tries to set up here for a skewer, but he gets stunned up here. And uh-oh, damage coming into play. AU.
Right-click him down. AU does get the skewer under the tower, but AU will die for
Gabby also.
He's got to be careful. In fact, he's dead. Secret get the 2 of them. The disaster continues for TNC.
This lane is over, this bottom lane. Like, they can't lane versus this at all. This Centaur hits way too hard. Lina hits way too hard as well. They've got the double stuns. They're high-fiving each other. They're feeling themselves. Lifestealer, Gabby, 7 last hits. Doesn't even bring any more regen to the lane either. They still only have 1 salve down bottom. They have no regen down here on these heroes. Oh boy.
And they can't really swap the lanes up, right? It doesn't get any better if Gabby goes top.
Top
No.
is just as bad. So it's the Vengeful plus the
They nearly
Shadow.
lose the courier.
Jeez.
There's Yapso, he's still trying to hunt for it there. Tried to get the Fire Soul stack up and go in with the movement speed, but won't be able to quite find it. To keep the courier safe, at least TNC.
Cuckoo started to recover up top after that 1 death. He's got a good amount of last hits, and they're able to control the lane here. So that's also a little bit of a saving grace. So these two, mid and top, not going so poorly, but bottom is a total disaster, like we've been saying. Tims.
Shadow Poison stacks up. Bit of stack on stack action here, really. Shadow Poisons against the Sticky Napalm.
They
Cuckoo
lift the wave as well.
starting to dive in onto Puppey with the Firefly. Will do it. Cuckoo able to get in and get the first kill for TNC this game.
Very nicely done with that glyph for that creep to survive so they don't get the tower aggro switched onto them. They can continue that dive. Nice kill they need, for sure. As Yapso just continues to chase out AU through the jungle, giving him the right click. Poor Magnus.
And at the same time, even though Gabby, they had the tough start down bottom, he's keeping on par with the CS of mid one.
Yeah.
On the opposite side of the map.
He does have a death, though. And while mid one does have a kill to his name. He's able to at least pick up the chainmail. So at least he has a little bit more armor versus that high physical damage coming up between the two of them on Secret. But Secret just non-stop trying to throw spells at him and just give him that right click. Force the rage, send him back. They're actually just sending AU to go just make some stacks. This is just like, okay, I obviously can't help out him, so got to do some type of thing to recover.
Yeah, because I mean, with TSC's lineup, one thing they can do is they can come back in farm.
Yeah, they can farm
the Empowered Lifestealer, with the TA, Side Blades, there's a lot of creep killing that can be done after the laning stage, so catch-up potential will be there if the time is given to them by Secret. See how Secret, how fast they play. So they've certainly got cores that they're going to play very speedy running this safe lane Venge. You know that after a certain point, mid one's going to be constantly on the lookout to rotate and make plays with the rest of his lineup. Yeah,
mid one and Zai are definitely going to be ones to just run around and kill stuff. Zai is level 6 already, so they have Stampede available. Something else they do have to watch out for on the side of TNC if they look to make any aggressive moves. Or if they're just too far up. Yapzor in trading into with Tims.
Top lane.
Stampede.
Managed to find Cuckoo. Stampede used to help them finish off the kill. Cuckoo will fall, and indeed, it's just 7 minutes in. Zai taking the bottom tier 1 tower. A very, very quick timing.
He's gonna be a tanky one, and he's already. I was like we were mentioning, he's probably going for the Crimson Guard build this game because he's versus both of that TA as well as that Lifestealer, so he's probably gonna be able to do that.
They're in.
Early.
They've got the skewer here. Mid one's TP to be cancelled as Cuckoo and AU come back to the top lane and will be able to kill off the Venge.
Very nice, very needed. Gabby's gonna need like just magnitudes of space from the rest of his team in order to catch back up as this Lifestealer. Whose matchup, like we said, it's not a great Lifestealer game because they opened up with it. So Secret was allowed to prepare everything else to deal with this Lifestealer.
Yeah.
And they even did have the Shadow Demon in the opener versus it.
Swaps, disruptions, stampedes, everything to kite the Lifestealer.
Yeah. And in the overall aspect of the game, like Centaur in the lane, sure, you can see Lifestealer is great versus it, but overall, like Stampede can be very strong. And a Centaur who's off to this type of start, he packs a punch.
He hits much harder than the Lifestealer.
Yeah.
You can't trade hits, even with that lifesteal.
Yeah, and we see, like I was mentioning, he's got the Ring of Health, he's got the Chainmail, so like you can expect, he's going for Crimson Guard this game. At some point.
Top, they'll give Puppey the lane for a little bit. Try and get his 6 online.
Both teams warding at the exact same time here in the TNC jungle, so I don't think either of them actually spotted each other. It was literally placed identical timing. Mid one, he has the swap.
There's the setup. Swap back into the stun combo. Tims is tanky, but not tanky enough as Zai will be able to run and keep the vision, allow Yapso to take the kill, and it's 8 minutes in. Secret putting some fire down onto the tier 2.
I mean, he has plus 170. He pops the retaliate. He wants to just hit the tower. They're gonna look to take this tier 2. TNC, you have to react. Losing a tier 2 this early is not where you want to be at all.
Yeah, Cuckoo's going to come in and with that, they will start to back off, respecting the fact that TNC are coming in with the wraparound. So the tier 2 will be held safe for now.
How's the farm looking now? So TA pulling ahead here over the sniper by a little bit because of those jungle stacks that we saw AU was preparing for himself. But that being said, Nisha also has his own jungle stacks ready, and he will be going for that Midas, of course, with the CDR. So he'll have his own farm rate to probably keep pace with that TA, as long as the kills don't start snowballing or something.
Midas snipers, if you're not going it, you're playing the hero wrong.
Yep, probably.
With that, having that level 10 cooldown reduction talent just makes it incredible value. Point there where I wonder if you do the math, it's probably worth him getting that level 10 before he uses the Midas first. Top lane,
the Stampede
is going to save him.
He's actually going to get away because of it.
Let's see.
And Yapsor as well. Is he going to get caught? He does. Okay, so they at least get this one set up here.
Yeah, grabbing the leaner.
Give it a
off
Gabby.
Yapsor.
Yeah, definitely give it a Gabby. He needs these kills to recover, as he is starting to recover.
On top, the fight continues. Swap back onto Tim's. Into the assassinate, and Tim's will fall. Nisha's game continues to go good, and I was keeping an eye on him. He hit the perfect timing.
Cuckoo.
He literally got the Midas as he hit 10. So that first usage,
he's stepping up far.
Already being reduced by the CDR. It's Cuckoo. This is not his home.
There's a lot of
They've
stacks.
found him.
He bounces Zai into the neutral. Oh my god,
okay,
Cuckoo!
maybe it is. Cuckoo using the ancient stacks against Secret.
What a
gets
nice
out.
play. That was sick by Cuckoo.
Yeah, oh, you can never underestimate the Cuckoo bat.
He had the 4 stacks on him, and yeah, pushes him right into that Prowler. Very nicely done.
All right, starting to get a bit of a better grasp of the game, TNC, after a tough laning start. The net worth's back to pretty much even with these plays.
Yeah, I mean, Cuckoo, that's huge for him, right? How much does he even get? 516 for killing Zai there. So, Strongest
that's pretty much the money for the bots or the Blink, whichever he wants to favor game first. I'll see this again.
Look at this beauty.
2 heroes around him, Demonic Purge, it doesn't matter. Sticks pop, bounced into the Ancient. Zai, he doesn't know what hit him.
Gorgeous. He didn't panic either, right? You could see that he was very disciplined and calm. He even turned, Sticky the Ancient, made sure that he got all the aggro and everything. It was, yeah, really nicely done as Secret. They're looking to set up here for a mid push. They even cut that tree with the Light Strike Array to make sure that nobody can TP inside of that hidden spot. They're 4 ranged heroes. They will rally.
Taking these early objectives.
Will the deny happen? It does. The Bat Rider Cuckoo again.
Now they're going to try and maybe chase a little bit. For Puppey, AU. He's looking to try and go for the walk-in, but he's getting Laguna Bladed. Has to skewer back, swap back in. AU will fall. Puppey's still alive.
How is he still alive?
As they were unable to kill him off, swap back onto Cuckoo. They'll take the bat as well. 2 dead on TNC.
How is Puppey still alive? I know the Stampede set him in. He ran into them though with it. Somehow still surviving during all this. And they're continuing to put the pressure on here. They know Lifestealer is nowhere near ready to fight.
Taking the map away from TNC is going to be very painful. As we said, they have a lineup that pretty much got these 2 heroes that want to be hitting the creep camps. The Empowered Lifestealer and TA.
I feel like TNC, they have to be able to take a tower themselves here. I feel like they have to just make their own move to go for pressuring, because this is what we saw Secret do last game. They took 2 tier 1s, they took a tier 2, they took another tier 2, and then from there, it was all about the map control and just closing off and not allowing TNC to get any farm whatsoever. And they're starting to set up for that. It's still only a 1k deficit. So TNC, okay, they're going to start setting the smoke up. So they really want to fight this tier 2 instead of trying to look for their own trade. All 5 heroes, they're getting the wraparound Secret.
He's trying to lead in. Will be Demonic Purged. Gabby trying to go in onto Zai, but Zai too tanky for him to deal with. Arma's going to come in with the wraparound. They'll focus towards Puppey. They'll get one. Then Firefly back into the lasso. They've got the control. They've taken a second. They'll get Zai as well.
They
3
get
dead on Secret. AU. He's on top of Nisha. Nisha and Yaps are the last 2 left remaining. Tim's turns with a Fire Blast. That's Nisha dead. Yaps are surrounded. TNC. They're looking for the team wipe. They're going to get it. Double kill for Armel as TNC shut down the efforts of Secret on that bottom lane. And they are well and truly in this game right now. Net worth is even. Armel at the top, and an incredible hold.
Super nicely done. They smoke and they go for the wraparound. Team Secret, they have these 2 wards down, so they're like, all right, we're pretty safe to actually push these 2. But they get caught perfectly from the wraparound. And instead of TNC looking to set up for going for some of their own push, they make the bigger play and just take the straight fight. Beautiful wraparound.
Fantastic amount of damage done there by Armel.
Yep.
Getting this blink first, of course, over the Deso, allowing him to make these plays. Chase down these heroes. Losing all 5 heroes like that. One of the vulnerabilities of Secret's play at the moment, where they are going for these 5-man pushes, trying to really force the tier 2s. We'll see it again here from TNC. At the start, it looks a little rough for them.
There's no Stampede available though, so there's no disengage available for Team Secret here. So as they lose their Shadow Demon, and then Cuckoo again with a beautiful play steps forward and catches the 2 heroes
and
there.
Just AU being able to take the sniper out with that RP, stopping any sort of backup damage being thrown in from the backlines. It all falls into place for TNC.
And Gabby's back. He finished the Midas right before that fight, and now he has 1,800 gold. Plus that Bloodlust and that Empower.
They're hunting. They will be able to swap back AU before he's able to secure a way to safety. They'll catch the mag.
And they're really prioritizing this tower. The Puppy's even pinging it out again. He's like, we're killing this tower. We're checking to see if they have wards around here now too. He will be able to get this one. This tower is sitting at 10 HP.
And this time, they do have the Stampede, so they can afford to sort of push like that and know that they will be able to reliably at least get the majority of their heroes out. Top lane, Armel sees the space for a free tier 1.
Yeah, the tower was 10 HP anyway, so it actually just dies to the Retaliate as I walks into it. And he has the like you said, Stampede's available, Crimson Guard. They're much stronger in this upcoming fight, just to protect themselves versus what TNC has. But TNC also, Armel, approaching that Desolator.
Game very much even. Dota Plus will show that. 47 to 53.
Cuckoo. Ooh. Very close to getting swapped by mid one there after the wave.
This was not an easy start to the game for TNC.
No, not at all.
It was not. All 3 lanes were pretty rough, but they had that catch-up mechanics.
Looks like mid one's just going to be playing as that, like, I'm buffing my sniper role, right? He's got the phase, the Vlads, he's going to be going for the drum as well, so he just wants to be that big steroid for the sniper. All that damage amplification. It's a little bit of a low period here, as Secret, they back up, pushing out the lanes. I mean, YapzOr's still bottom at the tier 3, just keeping that wave pushed in constantly. Picking himself also up a Medallion. We've been seeing a lot of Medallion. Soil Crest is the commit forward top. Zai, he's tanky.
Is he tanky enough? There'll be defensive disruption from Puppy. TNC now having to start to back away. There'll be the swap back. Gabby's caught in deep as Gabby will fall. The rest of TNC do get out of there, but losing Gabby, not really ideal there for TNC on the front. Secret do respond with the full 5 of them coming in. Turn that one around.
Definitely a bit ambitious to go on him right next to the tower there, and you see he has the Crimson Guard, so you know how tanky Zai is there.
Yeah, you're not killing him alone.
Yeah, it's surprising to see Gabby also being the one to like fully commit forward. So, because he's the one who can risk to die. Like we said, the Demonic Purge, we saw it in play right there. He pops Rage, doesn't matter, gets slowed enough.
And he is going for the Radiant spill, so you know you'd expect that he would rather prioritize just hitting that relic timing.
Yeah,
he's going to be knocked back a little bit from it.
Yeah, that's going to hurt them quite a bit here. There's no Stampede available again here for Secret top as they just used it, but they're looking to turn this into a quick tower.
They can get something going here instead on the defensive as it's back in the game. Gabby TPing over to the tier 2. Tower will fall. Zai able to get the last hit with the Retaliate.
Cuckoo almost got the deny again. Cuckoo really needing that Blink Dagger so they can get the catch and pull people out of position. Just so there's it's particularly just because of versus all these saves. They still have to be very careful as mid one. He's almost level 12, so getting those easy swaps once you hit the level 2 is just much easier. Yeah. Let's be able to break that lasso, any type of commitment forward. Puppy. Secret look like they are poised maybe to look for a type of setup here for a Roshan. They have Avenge, so they have those auras, and then they also, I believe, I saw Nisha queued up a Desolator, so he's going for just straight raw damage on this sniper. They can easily look to set up for a Roche if they get any type of advantage play. And taking away a Roche from a TA draft is always a bit of a worry there for TNC. They've got size blink, so probably going to see a smoke coming out from Secret very soon here.
So it's got his blink. 2 blinks also now done for TNC, both on Cuckoo and Armel.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna say, yeah. I was like, wait.
Actually, no, sorry, not on Cuckoo. Jane, rather that he had pretty much the money for the blink, but he's favoring the Force staff this game rather than getting the blink first.
It's probably because he's playing versus the Venge and the Shadow Demon. There's just so many different types of save. Like even if Venge isn't in position to swap, you pop Stampede and then he runs into position to get the swap off. So
hunting Cuckoo. But this smoke, they're gonna jump inside. He's managed to get in the Who Stop, followed Light Strike Ray. He gets in the back. He gets the RP to lock them down. And Cuckoo, he lives. He gets out of there, the smoke as well, to stop the assassinate from going through as Cuckoo survives.
4-man RP, but no follow-up to be able to sit, but he does save at least. But now this is going to be like, all right, we go Roche now as
It's
Secret.
a sweet, sweet disengage, and I don't know whose smoke that was, but someone just saved Cuckoo's bait. Who was the smoke? Was it Tim's with the smoke?
I think it
What's
was,
his play?
right?
Gets assassinated, smoke,
Yeah,
bam,
there's Tim's.
into the shadows he goes. Tim's
Now
with the smoke save.
DD Nisha, they've got all this damage on TNC. They're positioned around this area here.
Roshan's getting low. See if they can get in. Light Strike Array catches the two of them. Cuckoo's still watching from the side. They'll try and turn though. Tims, they've got the damage with the
They've got
blast. Mid-one's out. Gabby's still alive up to the high ground into
He's
AU. AU keeping him safe. AU is trying to skewer it back here. He's holding on to it for now. Mid-one will buy back for this Roshan fight. TNC still forcing Secret to be very careful how they go about finishing it. Secret are going to try and continue. They'll look
Well,
towards
Tim's
Tims.
too
Tims
far.
on the front. He's caught out by the magic missile. Tims immediate buyback. No hesitation to get back in the game. Secret continuing to focus down Roche. Cuckoo, he swapped in, he's under the Roche, the clap comes out, Gabby moves in with the rage, Puppy's held off to the side, he's got a disruption to keep him safe, AU skewers in, looking for Nisha, Roche is low, the stun's out, Fire Blast onto Yapsor, Yapsor, two-man light drop and arm out, in with the hit, the meld hit, takes him out, buyback from Yapsor, there's no buyback available for Zai, no buyback available for Cuckoo, but TNC, they're in the pit, they'll get the Roche, they'll get the Aegis, they'll look towards Midbone, Midbone's in trouble, this would be a dieback, he tries to turn, but he's surrounded, Midbone will fall, dead for 70 seconds, and Gabby's not done. He's onto the Shadow Demon. Puppy's out. He's looking for more. Yapsor's gone as well. 4 dead on Secret. TNC take the lead.
Oh my god, they're actually able to force them out of the pit there, reset everything, and just close the gap. Just too much damage coming out. The sniper's still too squishy. He can't actually commit forward to do anything. Anisha just had to run away because they just committed straight into the pit there. Oh my god, they get that Roche. And the Radiant's finished with the Aegis and another 1,500 gold now for Gabby.
Now Secret, they are running a carry bench. This is a hero that can, it will fall off.
Especially if you buy back die.
Your game grinds to a halt. Look at his farm. I can't see it. Where's his farm? It's not there. Mid one. Falling behind.
Falling behind so heavy. That's such a crucial situation there. This area, absolutely everything. You see how many wards they committed. Look at Secret. They put 2 wards down just to be able to watch both sides, just trying to make sure that they can try to successfully get this Roche, but TNC relentlessly throwing bodies.
And you know, I think TNC, they took your advice, Fog. I asked you at the start of the series, how do you beat Secret? You say you play your own Dota. This draft from TNC,
This is TNC.
I don't think this draft should work. But the matter of the fact is, this is the heroes that TNC are confident on. A Gabby Lifestealer, an Arm LTA, and a Cuckoo Bat.
Yeah,
These 3 heroes, they are countered by Secret's lineup. But it doesn't matter, because this is what TNC do.
Yeah, Cuckoo's had a spectacular performance so far on this Batrider. Just building up for the tank, building up for getting into the front lines, rather going for that Blink Dagger. He doesn't go for the armor build this game, he went for the Spell Amp, because he wanted to just do a little bit, because he's the only magic damage on his team. He wants to be able to at least do that. But yeah, he's just running in, charging in, starting the fights for his team, and causing havoc. Secret, they're just in a little bit of a panic inside of that situation around the pit. Oh, he even, yeah, look at that. Doesn't take the 300 health down either. He's going because he wants to be that magic damage for his team. He takes the flame break duration too. I've seen like some arguments. It's like you either take, you either take the right side talent or you take the left side on those 2. I don't see usually people take like the armor and then the flame break duration. It's usually just one to the other. Secret positioned up around top.
Oh. The jump onto Cuckoo, nuked down by the Laguna Blade. They'll get one. Can Secret get more out of this? They'll look for Tim's. Tim's starting to separate himself with the team. Buyback from Cuckoo. He's bouncing over as well towards the creeps. Wants to get back in, but Tim's will fall. Yapsor's in trouble though. Gabby on top of the 2 of them, and now looking towards mid-one. Oh no, he's chasing down the backline. BK's being popped. He's focusing down the sniper. He kills off Nisha. Looks to Zai. Slowed down. Drag back as well by the shockwave. Zai. He's trying to run away. AU, he's not messing around. RP down on Zai. Triple kill for Armel. Mid-one's going for the TP out. He'll manage to escape, but he's the only one to survive on Secret as again, TNC taking every single team fight. I don't know if Secret can come back into this.
It really doesn't feel like it. They seem to just being able to get on top of Nisha every single time there. They lost the Batrider, but like you said, Cuckoo, he pops the glyph, Boots travels on the creep wave, they can't kill the creep, he's able to join into the fight, get on top of them there, and Secret had to blow absolutely everything to kill him there.
And now
so
it's 23 minutes.
It's a Rex.
TNC's lineup is the one that's pushing high ground, taking a Rex. Despite 10 minutes ago, it was Secret trying to play the fast-paced Dota. But TNC, they're able to punish them, slow their game down, and it's going to be ever so hard for Secret to get this lineup back on track.
Quick surge of momentum there. Kind of expected, right, with the TA. Once you get a couple of these kills rolling, once they get a couple of these fights, they're able to easily push up toward that high ground and get that Rex. Yeah, Secret, they're going to have to find some type of method of recovery here. Kind of just have to sit back behind each other. So, I mean, mid one, he's now a glorified support.
He really is.
And Zai, who's having this incredible start, right? Super farmed in this game. He's 2-4-11. He's also been getting caught out here. So we're going to see this one again as they blow everything to kill Cuckoo. We see Zai, he commits forward to try to protect, but Gabby, during the demonic purge, he's able to still commit onto mid one.
I mean,
quite
and look at
easily.
this, Tim's just throwing his body. He just makes a beeline straight towards Nisha. So Nisha has to shoot him, and Nisha doesn't have the opportunity to focus on any of the bigger kills, the bigger cores, and it buys that time. Tim's, with the selfless play, Tim's certainly impressing this game.
A couple times, right? Even around the Roche pit, he just walked in and died for his team.
His positioning, the places in which he dies, they're perfect.
He's now infested up on Armel. They're jumping for Yapzor. He's just dead. Deleted.
Oh my goodness, Secret, they've got to run. The hunt is on. Midbone tries for a TP, quickly cancels it. It says, I'll take the walk back home instead of taking the TP ride. As Stampede will get him back to the high ground.
Gabby, that was actually pretty close. Oh!
He's fine. He's got an armlet.
Dude,
He's got the toggles, bro.
I think he just hit like... That looked like a 1 HP. He popped the rage late.
That wasn't that. We probably check the replay.
He was really low. That was a little bit scary.
It wasn't that low, was it?
Aegis timed out as they were going for that play. That was actually kind of close for Secret to get him there. So now Secret also, they should be aware that they actually haven't dewarded this base ward yet, but with the way they jumped Yapzor, you have to imagine they know that's there.
They haven't taken it out yet.
Yeah, they put down...
Let's have a look.
Let's see. Ready, look. Look, Demonic Purge pops. Right? Demonic Purge pops, Assassinate hits. 15!
15.
15. That was close.
It's low.
That was close.
I mean, Gabby was like, well, yeah, I was fine. I'm fine.
He probably didn't expect the Assassinate and the Purge to hit
Yep.
at the exact same time.
Sure.
So he looked like he was not yet popping the rage, but that was a little scary for a moment.
I mean, this game entirely rests on Nisha's ability to hold high ground as a sniper.
Yep.
But it's all on him. It really is. There's, Zai's... so Zai is still relatively farmed, but it's hard for him as a Centaur to sort of make up for the fact that, Secret, they've only really got one carry.
Yeah.
Mid one is out of the game.
They've got a lot of things to amplify him, right? They're even building their Solar Crest on Yapzor, but both Yapzor and Zai, who had that fantastic time bottom, they've been slowed down so hard. Mid one also top.
TNC.
They're looking.
They're ready to strike again. AU with the blink.
They've got the blink on the mag. They
Got
still
that
have
ward
the
still.
ward
This
in
is
the
giving,
base.
it's giving them so much vital information. Cuckoo, he's looking for Nisha, he's in with a 4-star, Zai will be there with the counter play. Armel, he's going to jump in, look for the backline, straight on to Puppey. Puppey has the disruption to hold him back. Puppey will be able to get away. AU looks for the RP, won't be able to find it. Stewart's in, gets swapped back. AU swapped in underneath the tier 4 towers. They'll kill off both AU and Cuckoo. This was a dive too far from TNC.
Tim's also.
Tim's, he's found as well. Secret will shut down the offensive.
Oh, he still didn't have the blink dagger on the back. That was one of the most ambitious plays I've seen actually from Cuckoo in this one. He just force-staffed, like he was trying to go for the grab there.
I mean, the TNC fans out there will recognize that's a bit of the old school TNC showing up.
That one was
The
way
little
too
bit of a,
overzealous.
come on TNC, come on now. That's not the play.
Yeah, that one was just way too far forward here. That's a little bit of a crawl back there for Secret. As they're gonna take as much as they can from that. 45 seconds, no Bat Rider. They know the Bat used buyback earlier, so they're gonna take as much as they can out of it, pushing far forward. As a full butterfly was finished for Nisha now too, so he's still packing a punch.
He is. And he needs to. As I say, he's got to make up for a lot of the lackings of the team around him at the moment.
Yeah.
So they still do remain 11k behind.
They still do hit absurdly hard, right? They still do have mid one he has 40 armor on the bench, so he's still very tanky too. And
Not a lot of
sitting
HP though.
Yeah, not a lot of HP, but he just has to sit next to the sniper. And sniper will be doing insane amounts of damage. Be hitting like plus over 300 or something like that. Especially once we start getting more levels coming out on the bench. Since he's level 16, we start seeing the auras get leveled up more and more. At level 20, get that extra damage. Can't really look to make too many of those more mistakes, though, on TNC. Sure, they still have an 11k gold lead, which they're still pretty comfortable in this game, but can't give up too much versus a team like Secret. As Cuckoo. He's going for the BKB. Still no blink. As we said, he'll probably get it afterwards. Eventually, versus that Venge, it's still going to be hard. BKB will at least protect him now a lot versus all the stun and disables that have kind of been bringing him down. He's still very low armor, only 12 armor on the bat, but this is going to allow him to like commit a lot more forward and do the damage inside of the lineup. As TNC got a full AC now finished on Lifestealer too, so yeah, so much minus armor coming out from them too.
Yeah, that laning stage is just a distant memory, really.
Really is.
Gabby is perfectly farmed for 29 minutes in.
Secret now being held in their base. That ward was its full duration. They're gonna look back and
I mean,
I can't believe we didn't deward
that ward did sort of bait.
It did bait. It did.
It baited a bad play.
It did.
So maybe see, it's the 500 IQ players like, well, we'll leave this here because TNC's probably gonna throw. And that was a little bit of the case there with that last jump from TNC, but you learn from your mistakes, and it's likely that TNC won't be as over aggressive with their jumps anymore in this game.
Still impressive to see a base ward last for a full 6 minutes. As they're going to turn themselves into pushing down the bottom side, a little bit of a safer one, secure themselves some bounties as well. Looks like Secret, they might want to set themselves up here for the top one. No, Yapzor just going to grab it himself. So as we said, Yapzor, he went for the medallion build after that Aether Lens. He's going back for the, like we said, Solar Crest, as we've been seeing him do, and a lot of these support positions by Solar Crest to just boost your carry.
It doesn't matter what hero you're on, just buying the good items.
Yeah. So that's going to be, throw everything on Sniper and just pray that Nisha can carry you, as they're still falling further and further behind, as this time TNC is the ones dictating the pace of the game after these last few, after that early game. And they're controlling the map very nicely.
And they're going to take this Roshan very easily.
Yeah.
There's no chance of Secret getting out for this. Free Aegis and Cheese for TNC.
Double Bloodlust, double Empowered, of course.
Just using the rage there, making sure there wasn't going to be a surprise jump. Stun from any of the members of Secret, but Secret there holding themselves down, bottom together.
Oh, they're pinging out the Lina, but it's an illusion. It's an SD illusion.
Oh, don't fall for it.
They know it's an illusion now. Yeah, they have traps all over the place, so Secret, we might see them actually, I don't know if they're going to buy a gem now, but we might see them buy one within the next few moments. Just because these traps are really causing a bit of a problem for them there. There's Puppy having to spend a lot of gold on sentries.
TNC there. Their better interest is just take this tier 2 down bottom, at least have all 3 lanes pressured in really before trying a base jump again.
Yeah.
To go for the smoke movement down here out of Roche, just in case they caught any of Secret outside the map, but Secret there, they're just holding themselves right by the Ancient.
Like you said last game, right? They're just trying to, you look at their lineup and they have great ways to scale. They have the Bloodlust, they have the Empower for both cores, and you look at Secrets, they only have technically, I guess, the single core. Even though he's gonna be really buffed up and all that, they're probably looking and they're like, we can play this carefully. Push the towers, take the shrines, farm up the map, get ourselves all their next big items before we really just force the issue too hard.
Well, the tier 2's taken. Every lane now exposed. And pushing in against Secret.
They're getting close to what probably their next timing is the double MKB timing on TNC, where then they can commit forward and not have to worry about Nisha's Butterfly, as both of them do have it queued up. And they will just continue that map control as Secret's just trapped inside their base.
Holding on to this ever-growing lead, 18,000. Nisha has the Satanic complete.
Took the knockback talent too.
It
kind of makes sense versus Lifestealer and TA, right? Especially because he's just like, it's all about him.
Just that extra little bit of pressure to try and peel the Lifestealer off targets, push him back.
Yeah. So there's the one.
And having that Satanic, of course, just it's good for a number of reasons. One of them mainly, AU has been the one to look for him with the RP. At least now with that status resistance, there's that chance that the stun will wear off and he can turn, hold his ground, and heal back up.
I think the one scary thing is that they know that Armel has neither of the saves. He has a BKB, but he has no Aegis, no Cheese on this TA. It's the Lifestealer with both of them. So here they're getting all these items out. You see the MKB finished on Lifestealer, MKB finished on TA, and also the Bat Rider Blink Dagger. So they've got these 3 big items coming together. This could be where they try to force it.
I mean, I think it's sort of the way they've been playing, right, TNC. It's always been Gabby, AU jumping in, forcing the fight. It's sort of left for Armel to jump in and pick up the pieces after the rest of his team's committed. So Armel's very rarely been the focus of Secret's damage, as TNC have just been able to throw everything else in the faces of Secret first.
Yeah. That damage definitely coming into play. Even though he has 40 armor, you're seeing how much the Venge does buff up that sniper. Still packing a punch.
Sure, despite the lead that TNC have, they do still have to be very careful. This is Team Secret, a team that really hasn't lost a lot of games.
And we've been seeing a lot of comebacks. We've been seeing mega
indeed.
creep comebacks aplenty, and this is a 20k deficit still, but
You got to be careful.
Got to be careful at TI. High ground is still a doozy.
TNC want to try and go for it. And Cuckoo just making sure that top half of the map is shoved in as well.
Constantly now just throwing Lotus Orbs on as well on top of Nisha, just making sure to protect him. Even if he just walked out to use the Midas and they're like, wait, don't go. Okay, now you can go. We Lotus Orb you. Just making sure of anything here as that Aegis. They have about 50 seconds left on it for TNC, but they're still just sitting outside, camping on top of that high ground. And bounty runes respawn, so keeping that gold, continue to grow. And now they do have double catapult waves as well. So they're going to clear those. It's going to push heavily onto the side of Secret. As we see the TA traps in the mid lane. I think Tims was telling him to pop them. Tims was pinging on those traps in mid, but Harmo did not actually pop them.
Just Secret using the SD illusions to try and get the vision, or at least some sort of information, as obviously unable themselves to get out on the map and drop wards themselves. Their map's completely blind.
Yep, they're trapped. They're blind.
Now going to start to move
to
out
move
top. Yapsel.
Okay.
Away with the smoke. They know that Cuckoo's sort of been playing this top half of the map.
They see some fire. They're gonna put down some vision.
Yeah, get some vision out.
They saw him for a second there. They saw the
Zai.
attack. Does he get the BKB off in time? He gets the blink and the B. Okay, he doubles up. And just in case.
Just
no
in case.
Worry, no
just
worry.
in case there was a blink in the river, you know, play it safe. Play it safe. Press all of the buttons. He did. He lives. It worked. The rest of TNC, of course, quick to sweep back up there and make sure that Secret's forced back to their base.
And immediately that ward gets taken out that they did place, since the Bat Rider does have the gem on the side of TNC. So that one ward that Secret did, that one little bit of information they had is now gone. Just kidding, they still have another one out there that was not taken out. It's actually like right next to it as well. Surprising to see that one wasn't killed.
Just a lot of patience from TNC.
They're just sticking all near each other. Just don't let anybody stay alone, because that's where someone gets picked off from like a Venge swap or just a quick catch. So everyone just stick together. Still just be careful.
I mean, at this point, it probably is just going to be a wait till the next Roche for TNC.
Yeah,
there's no reason at all to push before the Roche is up again.
You're out farming them in every aspect,
Yep.
right? You're farming 3 lanes, you're farming both jungles,
Go for the next Roche.
and you're getting the bounties.
It's going to be what the Ags will refresh us, so.
Yep. Look at this. The circle's drawn. Look at Cuckoo. He's like, that's probably a farm the whole map circle. That's what I would have to imagine it's got to be.
I mean, what are they hoping for, do you think? Getting an Axe, giving it to Cuckoo?
Just everybody get next set of items. Why not? You have such a big lead. Keep growing it.
Whoa.
You've got Secret trapped in the base.
Sorry, something just weird happened on the screen. I don't know if the viewers at home saw it.
I did. How's our levels looking too? Mid one, he has, okay, so mid one is level 18, almost has AC.
Finally got that AC.
Yeah, pretty much has it done. He's, like we said, glorified support. But yeah, level 18, so 1,000 range now for the swap as well. So we make sure to protect. And the next one, of course, that goal, as we see when those talents are brought up, that level 20, of course, that 15% extra damage for the sniper. He does get it. Still, gonna take some time though. It's a slow, methodical game. And how are we looking at these golds? Okay, so we have a 27k gold lead. How's our experience? 20k experience lead. Let's see what the Dota Plus. We haven't glanced at the Dota Plus this time around. And ooh,
Dota Plus knows.
Dota
I mean,
Plus
they know.
feeling it.
This game should be TNC's. They continue to play it out like this. Wait for the Roche. Grab all the items from it. There's very small chance the Secret can spin it around. They does sort of have to rely on TNC making mistakes, which for the most part TNC have, and there was sort of the one bit of a blunder where they jumped in mid.
There is still just a
But
crazy...
now they're just so far ahead. They're
Yeah.
they're even further. When they made that mistake, they were like 12k ahead. Now they're 28k
Yeah.
gold ahead.
There still is a ridiculous amount of damage that you cannot overlook on the side of Secret. That is the one
You-
thing they have
you
to be careful of.
They've just got to try and get someone on the sniper.
Yeah.
Get someone on Nisha. I mean, what Nisha's saving up the money. I mean, he's close to 25. You get that attack range talent, you can sit back with a divine rapier.
Yep. And they all... But the
You know
thing
what
is
I mean? There's got to be that temptation. I mean, obviously he hasn't bought anything yet because he can't get to the secret shop, so he cannot even buy any of the parts of the Skadi. Which I mean, that in itself is going to be a bit of a challenge. I don't know how they're going to be able to get to the
Getting out.
secret shop.
It has to be off of a fight.
Or you
them to
have to just run the courier top of the map and go to the enemy secret shop.
That's probably why you...
That's the only way you do it.
That's probably why we see TNC just camped around this area. They're
Exactly,
probably like, they can't pick anything up.
Yeah.
We got this whole area controlled.
They TNC don't have any vision on that route. You know what I mean? If they do send the courier top and down.
So you got the swap. Quick BKB. Cuckoo will be okay.
Yeah, he did, as you say. Did actually get swapped in. Was able to BKB blink before damage comes through.
Now you have to keep track. You're like, okay, that's one swap. They only have one swap charge right now for the next about, what, 70 seconds or so. Secret still looking to push forward. They wanted to try to get some type of, like, get a bounty rune or something for themselves, but no, they're not able to. TNC gets them all.
Roche is up, so they'll head over. It's not going to be the Ags, it's going to be a refresher shard. I feel
They have a Magnus. Like, that's
I mean,
pretty
I
cool
guess,
too, and a
but
Bat Rider.
I feel like you probably would have rather it been an Aghanims for the Bat double lasso at this stage rather than...
I gotta like the refresher shard a bit more.
You like the double RP more? Okay.
Sure, you use it
Okay.
so in the Ags.
But that
permanent,
it requires
that's the
you to
difference.
get in and get that RP, which is
True.
still very hard against Secret's lineup.
But now they've got Aegis, they've got Cheese.
We'll see. Maybe indeed, you can make the big game-ending play.
Ooh, they're smoked forward. They find mid one.
They've got the grab. Everyone's caught out. What's the rest of Secret's reaction going to be? They're still caught outside the base. Armor's able to jump in on Puppy. They take the two of them. Buyback from Puppy comes in.
He gets the courier out. Yeah, he's actually able to get the courier out during all that. He buys the Ive Scotty.
And it's going to be the Skadi, not going for...
Jump forward, the RP.
Oh!
The refresh.
AU! He's got them once! He's trying to refresh, but indeed he's stunned. They've got the kill, though. That's a dieback on Puppy. See if they can jump in for more. Firefly to knock back Zai. Cuckoo has to be careful how deep he goes, as they'll get out of there. So that's the first RP down. Did use the shard, not get the chance to get it off. Would have maybe got both the kills rather than just the one if it was successful with the second RP. But quick play from Yapso with that light strike to stop the second one coming in.
He hesitated for sure. He RP'd, kind of stood around for a second. He didn't want to just like refresh RP instantly. I think
He wanted
just
to
told-
try
yeah.
and, as you say, maybe getting a bit too greedy, trying to
Yep.
to get the maximum duration. Gabby's trying to step forward, but again, Nisha.
Scotty slow. Coming into play here. He's actually forced to infest.
Mel
Armel, quick
thinking
blink
away.
out.
They've got Tims though. Tims is isolated on the side. Tims will fall. Armel's still looking at trying to get in. He's going to look towards Midbon. Midbon goes with the magic missile. They managed to take the Aegis out of the hands of
They got the
Midbon.
Lasso.
He's still alive. Lasso drags
Swap.
it back. Midbon falls. Zai turns towards Armel. See if they can get these kills here. Nisha's just trying to hold his ground, but Gabby with the rage heads for Yapso. Yapso's dead.
But Gabby-
Nisha, Zai, they're turning the stop. Gabby's in trouble. Gabby's shot down. It's Nisha with the triple kill, and he may not be done yet. The multicast come out, but it was Lotus.
got the
Nisha's
panic.
ready to turn. He looks to Cuckoo. That's going to be an ultra kill. He's not done
He's
yet.
getting a rampage.
Stepping forward. He's just shooting them all. Nisha, he's got a goddamn gun. And Zai
Zai
will steal
takes
the
it.
rampage. Zai, come on, Zai. Come on. That's just not cool, man. But they
Dude.
get them all.
Look how much gold he just got. He just finished shy of Scotty. He has 7,500
7,000
gold.
gold.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. TNC.
Oh man.
Oh no.
They still have this big lead, but Nisha,
12,000
look at the damage he
damage.
is able to do.
In 56 seconds.
They couldn't stick. They couldn't actually stick on him. He just sat in the back,
He-
able to peep the whole
He
time.
just stood his ground.
And the thing is also, sure, mid one dies, he buyback dies, but his illusion was still alive, so it's still providing the aura. That extra damage that is still provided from
Oh,
himself
no.
is still going on to Nisha
And
during
now
the entire
they're pushing
fight.
back. There's 2 heroes dead without buyback on TNC.
Well, Cuckoo spent his gold on the Octarine, and yeah. Yeah, so he does not. Inching forward, Nisha will get a little bit of damage, but he's being careful still, just in case. Doesn't know that those buybacks aren't available.
Losing a fight with Aegis and a 28k gold lead. That's not great. It's a
No.
Gabby, they are to run down sort of the back line as the supports, but Nisha, he just sits there. I think his hands are off the keyboard.
No, he clicks Titanic here, and Shrapnel, so that's not true. No, he's able to just literally just peep everybody with all the space he was given, and that Venge illusion still just
And
buffing him up.
Zai, that's a bit of a question mark for Zai right there, I'll be honest.
What even got the
Nisha-
kill? It didn't even look
Nisha-
like he attacked, though. It looked like he was still like mid-animation of the attack.
He's a very silent lad, but you can know in that moment,
He doesn't
He
care about
roared
the
at
kill.
Zai. Zai! Why would you steal that?
That's. I mean, this is pretty significant though. Now Zai also has a full heart, so this front line is super tanky on the side of Secret now too.
Yep.
He's also now level 25. Hoof stomp duration, the usual one to be picked up, as we see it is there. Long duration stuns coming in, 4.25 seconds. My God. Nisha with the full Mjolnir now.
Oh my goodness.
Mid one about to be level 20. He's queued up the Aghanims as well as expected on the Venge, so he's just all about being able to buff up his buddy.
The Nisha sniper.
Yeah.
It feels, and then again, this is, you know, this is sort of a similar feel to like when Nisha's gone mid in the past before in his Deucer. You know what I mean? It's these sort of heroes that he just carries the game out. So what do we got?
He took the magic missile cooldown instead on mid one, instead of going for the vengeance. Alright,
Alright.
it works really
Alright.
well with your Aghanims if you're able to get
Yeah.
it too, because you're just able to shoot 3-second cooldown missiles. It's probably overall the better talent because it's just insane how strong it synergizes when you get your level 25 as well and your Aghanims. Let's bottom the bounties. Secret, they're looking to actually push themselves out forward here and take something here.
Zai's busy. Zai's going to jump in.
And
You go in, light strike. He's down onto them. Gabby does get the range up. Focus towards Zai, but they've lost AU. AU buys back immediately.
Zai's
Nisha.
tanky.
He's starting to shoot on a Gabby. Gabby's able to jump inside Armel. Gets slid to the side with the 4-stuff. Back off. There's another buyback. TNC is having to use.
Uh-oh, they actually can't kill Zai when he jumps in like that.
Oh, he's too tanky.
He's way too tanky and
Way
they get the
too
disruption.
tanky. They have a 24k lead, but they are struggling, TNC.
Have to be able to get in the back line somehow,
How
but there's just so many, like we said in the beginning of the draft, there's a lot of saves, and they've been making them work. AU has to be able to land some type of RP. He's not giving too many opportunities as they're focusing a lot of attention on him.
Tim's pretty sure that's how he feels right now. Ah! This game, the frustration's got to be there for TNC. They crushed the mid game. They have built an incredible lead, but still they are struggling to push high ground at this point. They're struggling to even get close to the high ground. Secret, they're able to get outside of the base now, as they know that these team fights, they absolutely can go Secret's way.
Cuckoo, he should have like the constant Firefly as well with that level 25. Yeah, he has the permanent Firefly now pretty much ready for himself too, so he'll always be able to go for those catches. And they're still just trying to farm the map, but yeah, like you said, Secret, they've gotten themselves outside. So now they can at least control the bottom side. We see they put heavy amount of ward emphasis, tons of obs wards and sentries just needing vision for the fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
TNC set up Zai. He's pushing forward pretty far. Zai. He's got to blink up in 2 seconds. They're hunting. He's popping the Stampede to try to kite them out
He
here.
knows they're coming. Can they find him?
He's sneaky. Is Cuckoo going to get him?
Oh,
that's so
he's
close.
out of there, Zai. Into the trees and back to the base.
That was very close for him dying. I mean, he
Very,
does not.
very
he
close.
doesn't have buyback either.
Zai.
Really playing at risk. But he did clear out the double catapult wave. That was he was making sure to do.
Just they've got to find somewhere on getting on top of Sniper and killing him, but those sort of all the saves that we talked about Secret having that they didn't really get to do too much with in the mid game, they're getting to do a lot with them now.
Yep.
The stampedes, the disruptions, the swaps, all this sort of chaos makes it very hard for TNC to reliably deal with the Sniper in these fights.
Yeah. Lotus Orbs, Crimson Guards, there's everything. Solar Crests, just all these different things. They've been having 4 staffs now finished up on Yapsor. A little bit, he's had it for quite a while now. But just anything to just protect Nisha.
Armor versus Nisha here on the farm. See Nisha, 5k lead and the creeps killed.
Yeah, we're seeing the similar thing coming out from Secret as TNC did in the last time, playing on that right side. They're playing on the high ground. Well, you know, TNC were Radiant, so they're playing on the left. And now Secret, they're smoking up though.
Oh, Cuckoo.
Shows him
He
to the
jumps
swap.
in. Mid-one gets the swap back. The BKB will be quick, but Nisha's starting to hit onto him. The rest of TNC are coming in. Arma's trying to focus, but Zai, he's able to get the stun in onto him. AU holding on to the RP for now. He can't get in. There'll be a buyback from Cuckoo. Secret, Crimson Guard buffed out. They cannot kill Zai. Zai, far too beefy. Mid-one is the only one to fall on Secret. There's the jump,
lasso.
Cuckoo. The buyback, he is able to get the grab. Can they kill him in time? They're focusing Nisha. Nisha slides down the low ground,
He's
but they
dead.
killed the Sniper. TNC, that's the big kill they need to open up the fight for them to move over and clean up the rest of Secret. Cuckoo, Tim's on top of Yapso. Yapso trying for the TP out, may not make it home. TNC have cleaned them up. They do it. Cuckoo with the buyback, catching Nisha, dragging him over to TNC's half of the map.
Literally on the perfect spot possible. How long for buybacks? They do have buyback on mid one in about 5 seconds, but there's no Zai.
And AU's still got the RP. They get a blink RP sniper, it's game over.
And he almost was able to get in that last fight. He actually got hit by a Maelstrom proc, and then he had to stop cancel his RP. So they're able to now finally claim themselves as second Rax after a very long time of being held off. As Cuckoo gets the final clutch jump.
And another big jump up in gold lead.
Yep.
37,000 gold lead now for TNC.
Yeah, 4 buybacks from Secret.
We'll see how safe they want to play it, if they want to force it. You said they're going to know that 4 buybacks are unavailable.
Wait for, I think you wait for Roche.
It's
you have to know it's
2
going to be
minutes
coming
until
up
Roche.
pretty soon.
Because they have that time in the play. If they can go for the Roche, those buybacks are still going to be down for at least 3 minutes, right?
They're still considering going while Zai is dead for 40 seconds.
Who can they grab? Mid one. Steps forward. Gabby will show himself. Nisha's starting to poke in. They've got to all focus on Nisha. All focus on the sniper.
Okay, they forced the glyph. Still sitting here in the area. Press the issue forward. Zai's coming back in about 20. Roche, 1 minute 30. They have a trap in it, so the one nice thing I guess they do, they'll always know when it does spawn instantly, so.
That's how we're gone. Zai back in the game. Bounty runes are up.
Yeah, they'll back off. So they were just trying to get as much as possible out of when Zai was dead.
Get the game back to the point where you're keeping Secret held in the base, and as we say, get that Roshan. It is going to have the Aghanims. It is going to have the Refresher Shard. I think again, you're right. You get that Refresher Shard over to AU. You get that Aghanims over to Cuckoo.
I think so too, yeah. What about a Lifestealer? He can eat people. He can eat his teammates.
That sounds terrible.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Cuckoo's been having such an incredible game.
Where's the
5-9
Cuckoo
and
bat?
18, but he's really been dominating.
I think it's his best hero. Everyone knows the Cuckoo bat.
Yep.
It's a thing of legends, and it's a thing that they did keep sort of hidden in the draft, right? They saved it to the last pick when they had picked the Ogre first.
Yep.
So sneaking it past the draft, getting it in. And
Look what item it is. He sold the treads. It's the rapier.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Nisha! He's got it. He's got the deeps. If they can keep him safe, he's gonna hurt.
He's really gonna. I mean, he was still pretty hitting pretty hard before. Now he's gonna be killing targets much faster. The Lifestealer is gonna get brought down at a much faster pace because he's 31 armor. But yeah, you see Lifestealer also. I was gonna say I think Gabby's gonna queue this up soon as a blink dagger himself. Just any way to get on top of Sniper. Everybody having
Roche
a blink.
is up. TNC, they've got to go for the Roshan.
Getting the traps set up around the area. Also putting a high ground ward.
There's no way Secret come out to Roche, right?
No.
TNC is just going to get this.
Yep. Too risky for them to make that way out there.
They still have, how many cheeses do they still have from before? They still have
They still have the
cheese
one,
on bat.
right?
Yep. Here we go. Who's going to be taking it all? Wait, who took the axe? Did
they give it to Tims?
they give it to Tims?
They gave it to Tims.
They gave it to Tims.
Okay, because he is blink.
Dude, that's disrespecting Cuckoo, I think. You want to
Yeah.
give the double lasso.
I thought so as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Ah,
Tims
okay.
is feeling himself
Yeah,
too.
Tim says that's mine.
I mean, he's got his 25 talent. I mean, it doesn't work, of course, on the unrefined fire blast, but
Oh,
he does
hey,
do a lot of
Puppy.
damage.
He's been found outside of the base.
Puppy.
I think you let this man die.
No buyback. 100 seconds.
Tims trying to look to lead him for more. Does get the multicast off onto mid one. Hex step as well. Mid one's in trouble. He's outside the base side. Jumps in. He gets the boost up on the 3 backliners. Invisible Blade dropped down as well. They managed to shoot down the TA. Nisha doing the damage with the rapier. Double kill for Nisha and TNC. They've got to retreat. Cuckoo forces up to the high ground. Zion Yap's trying to chase. He's coming back forward. He stepped in. They've got another fire onto Zion. Tims. He's in. Multicast on Nisha. Nisha forced up to the high ground. Yap's trying to do his best to save it. The life strike will hold back the Ogre. Buyback comes down from side. Nisha turns. He shoots. Gabby's on top of it with another fire. Cuckoo as well. Nisha is dying. Nisha is dead with that buyback. Hex as well onto Zai. They'll move in for the cleanup as TNC will finally close up the game. 61k lead is needed, but they have done it. They've taken a game off Secret.
They've made Secret bleed finally in this tournament. 9-1, I believe, for Secret as TNC with this draft after a very, very rough laning phase start. This mid game was played so well by them. They controlled the game perfectly, and Cuckoo on this bat finding the clutch pickoffs for his team.
Yeah, brilliant game from TNC, and you know, one of the reasons why they have the adoring fans that they do. This is sort of the play. This is what they're comfortable